ready? Hey, are you ready, Riley? Leah? Let's do it. Do you want to put her in the carrier or what?
No, she just put on my hair.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Well, that did not go as planned. There was one vine that was still holding up the top of the trunk that I did not see. So when I cut out the wedge, started cutting it, it was starting to fall that way, and then that vine took it, and then just kind of spun it around. Luckily, we live on a road that we get maybe 5 cars a day, so nothing to worry about. Get it out of the road, and then I'll have to cut those other ones down. But kind of a fail, but it worked out. So. Look at that. There is fish in there. Okay, we're up here by the pond today. As you can see, there's some fish in the pond, so we're excited about that. I wasn't sure if there was any, but apparently there is. So got a nice largemouth bass in there. So hopefully we can get some of this stuff around the pond cleared out. As you can see, it's really overgrown up here. So our hope is to get this cleaned out around the pond, make some areas where we can fish, get some of these trees around the pond. Some of them cut down, some of them will keep up. Bush hog would make this so much easier, but this is why I'm kind of glad I'm doing it with a mower, because there's so much junk on this property that they've left over the years. I just hit this, whatever this is, the concrete, that if I hit it with a bush hog, it'd probably be worse. At least I can see it here. Old boards. I don't know if those came from the barn that's up by the pond or what, but it's a pain in the butt to find all this stuff when you're mowing. But here you can see how thick this crap is. It's just intertwined and it's a pain. And then the vines or the brambles are growing up the trees, so you can't knock them down. But come a good way so far in the little bit of time I've been doing it. So see how far I get. Okay, so the carrier would not drive it all the way up the driveway. So this is what we're left with. So from here, I'll load it up in the barrels and then we'll drive it up where we're gonna store it, and it's just gonna take some time. Today's project is uncovering an old barn that fell down. So up by the pond there is a barn structure. I'm not sure how big it is, but it's pretty much all fallen down. So there's a little bit of the roof is still up. Probably 3/4 of the roof is still up, and then it doesn't look like there's much of the wall. So I got to clear around it so I can get to it, and then from there I'm going to start trying to save the lumber, any lumber that I can. Maybe we'll put it in the house or something. If there's any big beams, we might use it for a mantle. Man, these things are crazy thick through here. May have to come through the backside, try to go around if I can. Check these out. The stalks on those things are absurd. I'm not too far away. You can see the property line there. And there's the barn. All right, so we cleared up to it. It's definitely leaning. The whole thing is tilted towards the front. I think it had a concrete floor at one time. The roof is completely caved in and rotted, but a couple of these 4x4 posts and some of the posts in the middle might be able to save for something. So just have to get a plan of attack on how I'm gonna go about tearing this down. We kind of started by picking a random point where we wanted the front of our house. So we kind of had it laid out with the gravel. The gravel pad was about 50 by 110. So we just picked this point up here in the corner and set up some batter boards. I ripped down some 2x4s and then cut them on an angle for some stakes. Where are we? You say it, because I don't know how to say it.
I have no idea how to say it.
We are near downtown Knoxville at a nature center that we have no idea how to say the name and don't want to butcher it. There's too many possible ways to pronounce it, so we will just put that in the description and you can decide for yourself how to say it. We got 2 rows of garlic planted. We just tilled up the dirt, formed these little raised beds, and then put some compost on top. like it'll work no problem. Dang, they're in there pretty good.
That's what I was just thinking as you started the headers. I bet you this was made with pretty solid craftsmanship. Oh, all right.
Got it. Yep.
You want me to put that over there?
Yeah. Right at a terrible angle. Okay, now we got him hung up. His total weight is 267.6. He's just bled out, so that's not hanging weight yet. That's just the weight off the hoof. So we're gonna drop him down. It's about 5 minutes per side. So once we scrape one side, we'll have to flip him over and do the other side. So we'll drop him down now. Well, our materials have finally come. So he's offloading now. He got the one pallet of metal and a pallet back there. He's working on the trusses right now. I think right now he's taking off the trusses for the porches. And then it's garage trusses, and then house trusses, and then all of our lumber. We got an 18-inch auger on the skid steer, and we're just gonna jump right into this and start drilling some holes. In the last video, or a couple of videos ago, we marked everything, so now we're just gonna go and drill all the holes. We gotta get 2 feet into the ground.
bloopers.
I'll put that in the video. All right, we got, how many forms? Well, we got 19 forms set so far. Now that Tina's back out here, we're gonna get them level so that I can start setting the tubes when she needs to go back in with the baby. So I think this one right here is gonna be the highest, but I'm gonna find the highest one right now, because that, whatever the highest is right now will be our lowest point for the rest of them, because that's as low as it can go. So I think it's this one. We'll measure, and then from there we can raise up the other ones and then screw them into the stakes. There's 6 pints of water for each 80-pound bag. All right, here goes nothing. We're gonna throw the first bags. We need about 8 bags for the first hole, so we'll throw those in there and then get it mixing. Our first 3 forms are all set up. There's one behind me. The brackets went in nice and easy. We sold 56 bags of concrete. Somebody came and picked them up the next day. That is not fun to do. We have no plans of buying bags of concrete again if we can avoid it, or if we can help it, I guess. So I was actually going to make another video. As you can see behind me, there's concrete poured, and then all those back there. So we just got done with the big concrete truck, and we were going to make a separate video on it. The problem with that is the concrete truck showed up 45 minutes early, so we had no cameras and it was a mess. So a couple of the forms blew out in the middle, so I had to try to fix those, but we got it all done. So it didn't go according to plan, but we got all but, what do we get? All but 3 forms poured, but we do have to drill the footers out for the porches. So what we'll do is we'll drill those out right after Christmas, and then we'll just call the concrete truck back out and we'll pour the footers for the porches and those last 3.
Okay. The porch is so tall.
Yeah, this one should be lower, huh?
Oh my gosh, it's like almost there.
Is it?
You're an 1/8 off.
Dang. You know it's going to be incredibly difficult to fit just an 1/8 now. Because the freaking screw, I think, is 3/16 of an inch or something.
Right? Because you said 4.5.
I think it was, yeah. We can measure though. It's money. Here is the new addition, Crispifer bacon, crispy bacon for sure. So he's a little guy. He's only 5.5 weeks old right now. He's not been trained to electric net, so we will see how this goes. But yeah, we got him in the dog crate with some hay so it'll stay warm. It's not supposed to be that cold tonight, so he's already trained to nipple water. And he's been eating grain, so he should be good to go, but we'll get him out here and see how he's doing. Well, that escalated quickly, so we got another pig.
Definitely more calm.
So Crispy is 5.5 weeks old, almost 6, and Red, the red one, is almost 9 weeks old, and Crispy is, I would say, almost bigger. We're up here by the dilapidated old barn today because we're waiting on some stuff for the house. So we're waiting on the brackets and my hope is that they come today. But while we're waiting for that, I figure I might as well get back to this, work on tearing this thing down a little bit more. I got to cut these trees down behind me. We're going to cut the trees in the front, and then the trees in the back I think we're going to leave for now. There's at least one that Tina wants to save, if not two, but we're going to wait till the spring, and then the leaves will come back and we can make sure, see what they are before we chop them down. But we're gonna stand it up, we'll drill them in, and then we'll add the grade board after. So we got the first 4 posts on, girts is installed. Here goes nothing. Ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3.
I'll be damned, Tony. It went right in.
Did it really?
Yeah.
Mom, come over here, please. Okay, are we ready? 1. Ready, Dad?
Yep.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, you guys are all too close.
Yeah. Too far. Okay, I got it.
All right, well, front wall of the house, back wall of the house are up. We're missing one post there. That one's easy. And we have to frame out our door over there, and then the end wall. So ready? You want this? Here, ready? Cookie. Get it. You want this? It's a beautiful morning out this morning. The temperature warmed up. I think it's about 30 degrees. It's supposed to be in the 50s today. And we are doing trusses. I don't even know if you can see me or hear me, but we have one truss to do and it's getting dark out. Well, we finished last night about 6:15, I think it was, and it was dark. So it's hard to film, but all the trusses on the house are up. And we got to go back and fasten them in a little bit more, but it's raining today. It's been raining since, well, last night after I finished, I did the chores, and then it started raining while I was doing the chores. So we literally finished right before the rain, but it's a disaster out here. This is the current state of our, what was a driveway and what was a yard. All right, morning number 2. We got the first truss. We'll be here all day, folks. It's always an excuse. That's trot number 5. Even Leah's laughing. Finally. So we got our first walk door, and now we can move on to the next one, which should go a little bit quicker. This one just took some figuring out. Never done one of these before, obviously, so had to try to figure it out. So we'll measure off where this next one has to go, and we'll get the grade board cut out, and then we can get it put in. Well, we're out here this morning, gonna work on the fascia on the front and the back of the garage first, and then we'll move over to the front of the house. So I got to build the door for all the way up there, and then the shelves on the inside, which I'll do later. And I got to fasten in the metal all the way around, but overall I think it looks pretty good. finishing up, and the more I sit here and look, this pasture is going to be beautiful when it's all grass and grown up, and we can get some animals in here. It is really pretty down there towards the house, towards the pond. It's going to look awesome. Today, it's time to get back to the house. As you can see, I added a couple pieces of sheathing on the front. Windy today. Not a great day to be doing this. We're installing windows. Shoot, it's the wrong window.
Oh god.
This is the one for the back.
Can you carry it or no?
Yeah. Okay, so we got it up just in time. It's starting to rain now, so I think that's all we're gonna get done. It's super muddy down in there, so I think we'll wait till this rain clears. But we got the beams up all the way across, and we got all the posts up.
side are you getting?
I'll get this. All right, so we got the garage all flattened out, raked out. We got the car parked back in there. We got the house all leveled out. The machine went back this morning, so. Gonna need to open it. Now I don't know what to do. Okay, we're out here at the garden today. We've had the silage tarp on for, I don't know, a month and a half, killing all the grass underneath. I don't know if you can see it here. Should be a string line, kind of right in front of the silage tarp. So we're gonna square up the garden so we can get our beds built. We're gonna square it up the same way we did with the house, but it doesn't have to be exact because we're not building a house, we're building a garden. So we're gonna put 4 string lines in the corners, and then off of those string lines we'll run our rows. We're gonna do 18-inch wide mounds for our beds with a 2-foot walkway in between. The walkway in between is gonna have mulch, wood chips, and then we'll build our beds out of all that compost over there. And we got all of our plants here, so we are hoping to get it all in the ground over today and tomorrow. But okay, we are making, gosh, I say that every time.
Good morning from Tennessee.
That's a good one. Okay, there's our video intro. So as you can see behind me, we laid out all of our plumbing fittings, and then we got all of our PVC pipe over there. So today we are going to start on laying this out. So we're not gonna get any pipe fully installed in this video. We're just gonna lay it all out and kind of show you how we do that. So first things, we're gonna run our trunk line. And what we're gonna do is run our trunk line. The inspector just left. And we passed. All right, we're almost done backfilling. Justine and I. This one, right there, who wanted to backfill when we were trying to dig out, wants nothing to do with backfilling now.